Coach, last year you were a part of something really special in Hidalgo. Obviously, that was one hell of a run that you guys went on. Just talk about that, and I'm sure it's something that you bring over to your kids and you talk to them about here at Far North. Uh, just talk about it. A lot of people didn't expect it
Right.
from you guys at Hidalgo, but what was it like to be a part of it? What was it like to experience with those kids?
Yeah, well, it was a great pleasure to be a part of Hidalgo Pirates the past 2 years, and last year was probably a big stride for us, being that it was a team that came up from a JV level to the varsity level, and going as far as that we did in the playoffs, and one game away from going to the state tournament was an eye opener for the kids, and yet for a lot of kids in the valley, knowing that young kids coming up to the varsity level, that it can be done. It's just a matter of wanting to play, knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it is the big part. The fundamentals is the key, and that's one thing that they understood with the hitting aspect and defensive wise. And being able to share this now with the 6A, with the PSJA North kids, it can be done. It's just a matter of the fundamentals and knowing your coaches and being a big part with your coaching staff.
Far North in the past has been a tough team in baseball down here. Obviously, they've had some success in the past. What's the biggest thing that you feel that you're bringing to this team? What's the biggest thing that you're trying to preach, that you're trying to get across to these kids as the season comes along?
Well, stepping in and as a head coach, being signed in October, having the year started already, being able to work with these kids, seeing that they love the game of baseball, but loving the game of baseball is one thing, and understanding the big part of baseball and the idea of what to do, how to do it, when to do it is the main thing. Being able to play baseball, seeing it, watching it, but playing it, and being as far as a coach, getting to know their characteristics, their skill level, and taking them to where they have to be as far as a 6A in baseball.
Now, I'm going to ask this question, maybe completely off the wall, but you were at Valley View before, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
You were at Valley View.
Yes, sir.
You've been in some programs where you've done had some great success. You had great success when you were at Valley View. A lot of the programs you've went to, you've really helped to turn those around and make them very, very strong programs. Obviously, that's got to be your goal coming in here. You're going to kind of follow that same mindset when you say, kind of like you did with Valley View and with Hidalgo, to come in here and put PSJ North back on the map, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir. Being at Valley View and now leaving Hidalgo and coming into PSJ North, and things what I'm going to do different. There's nothing I'm going to do any different other than the fundamentals. Stick with the fundamentals and getting them to understand that when something's being said, something's being called, for them to be able to follow through with it. Playing the game, and as far as directions from your coaching staff, because it's not one head coach, it's all your coaches, and bringing their talent into the game.
Coach, I have a question for you. Why do they call you Coach Tinker? I'm trying to figure this out, because I mean,
It's Bishop, right? Bishop High School?
Well, it's southmost.
Sophomores?
It was southmost. Had a good friend of Rudy Gonzalez, which is now in Robstown as a pitching coach. Being I was a catcher, and putting the ball in play was the main thing, and it was a bat that I used, a thumper. It was a thumper bat, and it had a high-pitched sound when I'd hit the ball, and it was a sound effect of tink, and they added the ER to it, so that's where it came about. It's Tinker, and being here in the Valley and being picked up by Pan Am, and that's all I was called in the Valley, not by my first name or last name. It was Tinker.
I didn't even know that story, man. That's awesome.
So when we call you, is it safe to assume when we call you on the phone, yeah, we're looking for Coach Tinker?
That's
Well, they know who we're looking for?
Yeah, Tinker's like I say, it's a history here in the Valley, but now it's Coach Soza or Sosa, but Tinker's well known.